leave, but I just wanted to underline a number of things which I hope there's been an opportunity to make clear. The first is that everyone so far has been operating under the shadow of the last government. I don't want to be party political about it, but things have changed. And as a result, we can have more say in what we think the core strategy and the supplementary planning document should be. And this is now your opportunity. As Angela quite rightly says, you should write in and you should specify exactly what you believe is necessary. So the sort of specific detail that you've mentioned about specific parts of the site should be in there, plus a broader vision of what you think is right, both for Deepcut and also more broadly for Surrey Heath. You have an opportunity to make that intervention now, and the more of you contribute, the better. The second thing is that your elected councillors here have been listening to everything that you say. They'll have the shackles taken off them when the law changes so that they can campaign for and then be accountable for delivering exactly the vision that you want. So do make sure that you talk privately and publicly to your councillors at borough and county level so they know exactly what you want. Because as both Kerry and Angela said, this is an opportunity now to state clearly and decisively what the community wants overall. I think it's really important that Gary, Angela, Paul and others play a role in feeding back to the entire community what the emergent consensus is. If you'd asked me beforehand what level of housing people would be prepared to accept, I would have said automatically at the lower end. In fact, people here have been, I think, very constructive and open-minded and saying we're prepared to accept quite a large number of houses in this development, provided the character of the area is preserved and the infrastructure questions are addressed. If they're not, forget about it. That seems to me to be a very good thing, and we can be clear about what the issues are that require to be addressed. The other thing is, the guys from the county and the guys from the MOD are essentially doing what they've been told. And I make no criticism of them as individuals. But again, their hands were tied by the last government. And we need to, I think, say, and I will certainly say to my colleagues in the Ministry of Defence, look, it is no longer good enough to say, we're going to dispose of this land, we're going to get the maximum amount of money for you, because you're the taxpayer, you should benefit, thank you, good night. No. They have a responsibility to think holistically about this site and about the legacy that they leave. Because again, let's be clear, one of the reasons I know that the MOD are leaving Deepcut is because of what happened here. And my view is that we should not allow some tragic incidents which happened when a very different group of people were in charge to have a negative effect on the many people who live in this village now and who may live here in the future. So just because the MOD, under a previous government, decided that they would cut and run, that doesn't mean that people here should have to pick up the tab for that decision. And therefore, if it's the case that a little bit of flexibility in Ministry of Defence thinking can ensure that we have a site which is developed sympathetically, then we should put the pressure on the MOD to make those right decisions, and I will make sure that I represent your views at the highest possible level in order to try and get that point across. The final thing is, as I mentioned earlier, we just need to keep talking. Not for its own sake, but because the more we know, the more clearly we can decide what it is that we want as a community, the more likely we are to be able to get a result that keeps everyone happy. Paul and Gary and Angela have already created a means by which we can all keep in touch. But if you feel that your message is not being heard, then email me direct in my office at govem@parliament.uk, and I will do my best to try to keep you up to date if I have information which may not have filtered down to everyone at the community level. The other thing that I'm going to say is that our councillors have all been working irrespective of parties, and it's pretty hard to try to get this right. And so do take advantage of the fact that they have the expertise, they've been close to this project, and they want to make sure that the community that they serve is effectively protected. So do take the opportunity, not just tonight but in the weeks ahead, to talk to Craig, to Mike, to David and to the other councillors, and to make sure that they appreciate and understand what it is that you might want. I'm really grateful, Craig, for your time. I'm so grateful to all of you for turning up, and if there are any other issues that you want to raise with me in the next 2 weeks and months, then please do email me, let me know, come and see me in my surgery. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.